Look alive, everyone, sports fans around the world. Welcome to episode 78. We are the Millie Goats. It is November 8th, 2023. Let us be the first to wish you happy Cappuccino Day.
Ooh,
Yeah, got some stats on that one, dude.
I'm sure you do.
Yes, I do. A lengthy description on this one, unfortunately.
Not surprising.
Well, it was very fascinating when you read about the history of cappuccinos. No cappuccino.
Ooh,
Joined by Javi. Also, Thursday is National Scrapple Day with two P's, not two B's.
Scrapple.
Do you know what scrapple is?
Yeah, it's that material.
No. Do you know what liver mush is?
No.
You ever seen Niece's? My wife eats Niece's liver mush. It's awful. But
It
scrapple is in
sounds
like that.
disgusting.
It's like a block. I don't know what it is. I didn't want to read about it. I just saw it, and I was just curious if you knew what it meant. I mean, it's basically like you lop off like a
Uh,
rectangular slice of something.
time out.
What?
I was thinking of scaffold.
Scaffolding?
Yeah,
Like you climb up?
that's why I was like material.
Oh man. No, dude. It's like liver mush, but worse. I bet Butch might know what it is. I don't know. It's anyways,
Which is
it's
probably
happy
chowing down on it.
I bet he's had it. He said he was in. He said he'd be here. So Tex, I think, is currently running some sort of wrestling coaching something or something or other. So he may
Tex
or may
right
not.
now is preparing for two county championships. So I'm
Hmm.
not.
Yeah, he's all about it right now. We are trying to win the Millie. Hey, big news, ladies and gentlemen. Big news. Speaking, he's going to be delayed for about 10 minutes trying to get in here. Um, but speaking of, did we win the Millie? No, we did not.
No. But
But we were close. Monday night, we teased it on Twitter.
and
Monday
Insta.
night and Instagram, you saw it that we had a winner of a showdown, but we did not say what showdown, a DraftKings showdown. We did not say which sport. We did not say who won it. So, without further ado, we'd love to give
Did you
the
just dab?
winner. I burped. And
I
I
thought you dabbed.
dabbed me. We'd love to give the winner the floor if his internet and his computer are up to speed. Bush P, tell the people.
Dude, finally. Winner, chicken dinner. So I ate pizza tonight.
Nice.
You ate pizza? Let's
Hopefully
go,
you
dude.
bought.
Tell
Yeah.
them what sport. You don't tell them. I mean, you don't have to tell them the money or whatever. I mean, they pretty much saw it if they looked at our Twitter. But tell them the sport, dude. Tell
Mhm.
them. Come on, dude. Take a victory lap. Let's go.
Got in on the little NBA action and just came down to the wire and dude, by point, tied with several people.
Hey, first place. That's all that matters.
All that matters. Showdown win.
And
Split pot.
not just the first dollar win.
No, this was a pretty. There was a comma involved. We won't say how many, but there was a comma. Also, we've got whistles go woo has contacted us about getting on the show. Now, this is somebody who's won the Millie a couple of times actually, so we might be doing a little collab there. So stay tuned for that, folks. But yeah, we had the Thursday, we have the Monday night football game. We had our showdown win from Butch P. Got us up on the podium there. He took down an NBA showdown, so in your faces, DraftKings. But we also had Monday Night Football, which was we have a segment on that we will get to. But holy moly, boys, CJ Uzama,
There for the taking.
dude, that we
The
were
be-
about to be on top of the world there
Was-
with a potential football and basketball showdown win.
That was the best pass Zach Wilson threw all night too.
I mean, dude, it hit off his chest, and then it hit off his hands, and then it hit off both of his legs, and it popped up in the air, and then it hit off his hand again, and he still dropped it. He had like 6 times to catch the dad blame football, and he couldn't do it. And I kid you not, dude. Like if he catches that ball, this is the domino effect, the whirlwind you get when you play DraftKings. If he catches that ball, it stops Conklin from catching another pass, which was 1.6 points that he got, which would have, and then it would have taken away from the optimal captain, which was the Chargers D. Back that up another 3.5 to 4 points, and the lineup that I had would have won the showdown most likely.
Because you would have gotten at least 8 points out of.
Yeah, it would have been like 7.8, and it would have been like a 14-point swing.
The best part, the funny part to me is that it's like a difference between a comma and like $4.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that would have been a showdown win for me in NFL, and then a showdown win for Butch in NBA on the same night. And dude, I was a little delayed. I don't know why. I guess I had it paused for a second because the group chat was going wild. I sent the text message. I'm like, all right, we need CJ Uzama here, and both you and Butch went, bro. And so I'm watching, like, did he catch it? And because of course, no context. And then I see the play, and I'm just like head in my hands. My wife's like, what happened? I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, you got to be kidding me, dude. Oh,
It's hilarious.
so bad. So bad.
Dude, that's why it keeps bringing us back, dude. We're
I-
that close. It's like golf, birdie in the last hole.
I'm telling you, dude, these showdowns, I've been all over them. Like, I've been in the top 500 the last couple of times with a couple
I
of
think
lineups. And
I think the rest of this year, now Sunday, I'll finish last, but I think the rest of the year I'm going to play showdowns with the Bills because I know what beats the Bills.
you mean you're just not going to do the main stuff?
I mean, I'll probably still do the main, but I'm definitely going to do a Bills showdown every week.
I should do that with the Niners because I know it beats them. Okay. Hall of Fame bets. We got lots to get to today. It's Wednesday. We're going to preview the show or the week 10. We've got Thursday night football coming up. But Hall of Fame bets. This is an app that you download. Type in Milligoats, promo code Milligoats. You get 50% off your first month. And they send out value plays of the day, like Darius Davis from the Chargers, 20.5 under receiving yards, has 100% last 5 game hit rate, currently at minus 135 on DraftKings. That's a 43% edge. That's the kind of stuff you get with Hall of Fame bets. Not only that, you get all the filters. You can type it in, figure out what you want to do. It's an awesome, awesome app. So go to Hall of Fame bets, download the app. All right, dude.
I love the head-to-head stuff.
Dude, it is like, I like
'Cause,
whenever
like-
somebody's out.
Yeah.
And you can be like, okay, what does Derrick Henry do when Ryan Tannehill's out? And it'll show you the games up to like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I like because with DraftKings, you can kind of tell if a player's been hot or not. They also have that, but then it's like just for last week, for example, I looked at the Cowboys Eagles game because I was going to play Dak, but I looked at like what have they done against each other? Divisional game, they play each other twice a year. CeeDee Lamb normally go off against the Eagles. Yes, he does. Who has higher yardage between Devontae Smith and our boy AB against the
AB.
Cowboys? Like you could tell all that, so that's what I liked about it.
Dude,
You don't get that with
it is
other stuff.
it is phenomenal. Like you can pretty much research any type of filter you want. So, National Cappuccino Day, dude. The word cappuccino comes from the Capuchin friars and is the diminutive form of cappuccio in Italian, meaning hood or something that covers the head. So Young Jeezy did it for his hood.
Yeah.
Cappuccino sounds like a business opportunity for Young Jeezy.
God.
This popular coffee beverage got its name not from the hood on their heads, but from the color of the hooded robes the friars wore. In 1945, Achille Gaggia invented the modern espresso machine, which further popularized the cappuccino. While steaming milk, you must pay close attention to attain the correct ratio of foam, thus making the cappuccino one of the most difficult espresso-based beverages to make properly. That's the one where everybody puts it on their reels or their Instagram stories with the art in the top.
Oh, yeah.
That's a cappuccino where those people can draw like
Flowers and stuff.
trees and flowers and whatever else. So that's the cappuccino. How about that, dude?
Hey,
You don't even
cool.
drink coffee, do you?
No. I don't drink anything energy.
Except for the what are those things called? The smelling salts.
That's not
Yeah, I was
energy.
going-
I was like, wondering where you're going with there. I was like, no, I don't do that either, dude.
I was about to wave the Sharpie like this that I had in my hand. Dude, cappuccinos are pretty good. I don't remember the last time. I know people love espresso shots. I have an espresso maker. I know my grandfather loved espressos. So does my mom. So, but yeah, they're fancy. So, anyways, anything else on Cappuccino Day, dude?
I do. I think you nailed it.
Yes. Hey, shout out to Butch taking down the NBA Showdown.
Hey,
That
dropping
was
in,
awesome.
dropping in, letting it snow, and then getting back out. Love it. Big party at his house tonight. Pizza.
I think he did win by 1 point. Like that's the margin of
Yeah.
error for those things is
Now
insanity.
he did split the pot, but he was first.
Yeah. I
I
mean, that
think
still
NBA
counts
you
as a win.
split a lot. I think NBA is a lot of times it's a split pot.
Mhm. So, all right, on the show we got the water cooler debate. We got Monday Night Football review, football buffet, DFS Express hype train from Thursday and Sunday. Looking ahead, Campus 4 college football tour, the How Dare Yous of the week, other relevant sports news, the Inter Squad Dak Kings Jamboree. Stop stealing our designs and intellectual property. Unblock us, college football, Reddit college football, you cowards. And stop stealing our playoff model shenanigans. Okay. I think it's time for the water cooler debate. Do we have the theme
Oh, yeah.
music?
We always have it.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Are you kidding me?
This is the water cooler debate segment. This is where we pick a topic, a question of our liking. Could be anything we want it to be, really. Could pertain to sports, could pertain to everyday life, doesn't matter. But we pick the topic, we put it up on Twitter, and then people vote on the winner. But before we do that, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm
I
back.
know.
The dad joke is back. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Did you I preface this with these are all original. All these I write myself. Did you hear about the lawyer that opened up a bed store? It was a mattress firm.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, yes, dude. No joke for my son. He he didn't have one, but
His
we'll
are
get back
actually
to it.
funny.
Okay, polls. Do what?
I said his are actually funny.
I know. um, he hold on. I'm trying to get back to the. There we go. Got to get this. There it is. Okay, we got to share the screen for the folks, dude. I forgot to do this before, so bear with me if I get booted. I'm sorry.
Not gonna be
Okay,
good if I'm on by myself.
dude, come on. All right, here it is. Water cooler debate for this week. What is the GOAT recess game you played as a kid? Think PE, think physical education, think where you had to put on the school uniform, the penny, whatever. But
That's PE class
that's
though. That's not recess.
well, they're kind of the same. You could use. What do you want me to go back and edit the slide and be like recess PE?
Well, you don't have to edit the slide. You just have to edit what you're saying.
Well, in my
You
mind,
wrote recess game, but you're telling me what was your favorite activity in PE class?
tomato. When I wrote that, I thought literally I was like recess PE. Yes, I didn't know that they were that far off, but I guess they are. They got to be the same, right? Unless
One's
I guess
one's one's organized chaos. That's a you're just playing outside with the boys, playground.
that's true. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just hey, wherever it goes, it goes. From last episode 76, when we did this, it was the GOAT do-it-yourself house project. When everybody bought a house, everybody always walks in and is like, "Oh yeah, we can remodel that bathroom. We can knock down those walls. We can." Oh, that's what I should. That's what that should have been. That should have been one of the answers. Be like, knock down walls, because everybody does that when they walk into a new house. But your boy is going to have to hang another banner because I won. Because what I said was I won with 62% of the vote. It was um, building a fire pit, and Butch P said painting. So I smoked him literally with my fire pit. What's your take on this?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever thought to myself in any house that I've purchased, like, I need to build a fire pit. I've painted both houses that I bought. I redid the floors in a house, redid a bathroom in a house. Butch has done a lot more than any of us, but I don't know. I'm thinking if I from those two I would pick paint.
Mm. Dude, you have done a lot of remodeling yourself. What do you don't you have a fire pit?
Yeah.
I don't know why my voice is getting high.
I do have a fire pit. We're gonna move it though.
Oh,
It's too close to the house.
so you are gonna do the fire pit thing. Dude, he painting is dude, knocking down walls would have obviously been the first choice. 'Cause that's
Painting's
what every
therapeutic.
dude, I agree. I love painting.
I like painting too.
I've been in the process of building a bunk bed or a bed.
Saw that.
Hey, everything fits so far. Everything's lined up. Got that thing dialed in. I used to dabble in some construction and hands-on stuff. Um, Worst thing that ever happened to me whenever I was doing like hands-on stuff was burning my eyes whenever I was welding.
Oh, jeez.
Dude,
You
you
need
want to talk
glasses,
about
dude.
no, you need one of the this was
The
before the
face
fancy
shields.
dude. Those face shields are crucial. I couldn't. It felt like somebody just poured hot coals in my eyes for like an entire day. Um, okay, I did some other polls too. The only one that really stuck out was people are all over Justin Herbert, dude. People are all over. So we did a little poll on our Twitter that said, "Who would you rather have as your QB right now, C.J. Stroud or Justin Herbert?" What say you, J. Bye?
Like right now, like from this past week, since it's a week-to-week league that everybody says.
Right now, you got to start a game Sunday. Fantasy draft. You have the first pick. Quarterbacks. The only two available are Herbert
I'm
and.
picking Stroud right now.
Are you?
Yeah, his confidence is a lot higher than Herbert's. Herbert's also hurt. I don't know.
So you're drinking the Kool-Aid.
I'm going with who played well last week.
What
Well,
have you done
actually,
for me
really
lately?
more so all season. Herbert hasn't played that well all season.
The Chargers are just the Chargers. That's what they do every single
I
year.
know.
All the talent, all the salary that's invested everywhere. That's the high dollar players, and then they're always 500. It's unbelievable. Hey, Stroud did win commandingly with 63% of the vote. So
I know the voters, dude. I know the people.
I know you do. You had a lot of banners hanging up the last time, but they all fell down.
The Jets D is good though, so it's like you can't really hold last week's game against Herbert. But he hasn't really played. To my opinion, he hasn't played that well all season.
I agree. I totally
From a
agree.
DFS perspective.
Yeah, fantasy football in general. Herbert's just been. He hasn't thrown a lot of touchdowns. I don't know. It's weird.
I didn't realize he was so big either. Like he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
Like he's an imposing physical specimen, so as they say. All right, goat recess or PE game as a kid. Oh, okay. Goat recess game as a kid. I guess because I won the last one,
Yeah, you
I
go
get to go
first.
first. Okay. The number one game that we all played was kickball at recess. Gather the crew. You get to the corner of the soccer field, lay out the bases. Everybody's playing kickball. Boom. And kickball has made a stunning resurgence as of late because a lot of people play kickball as adults. Not
I'm in
me.
a league.
I know you are. So I'm going with kickball as the GOAT recess game. What about you?
I mean, if you're playing kickball at recess, then you must have went to a really big school. I don't think we had enough people to field teams for kickball. But
Mm,
it also, I'm going to take a little time here just because there's only two of us.
go ahead.
It kind of depended on the season. So if it was football season, what we would do at my elementary school is like way back in the back where like the big slide and the big playground. Well, you could there was still room behind that playground, so you could kind of hide back there. So what we would do is we'd get 4, 5, 6, 7 people, and we would play a game that I know for a fact I can't say on air, and you can't put it in Twitter. But it was a game where one person had the football, and the other people all tried to tackle that person. We would call it smear the. So you would tackle that person. That's what we would play. That was a fun game because you had to learn elusiveness. You had to be shifty. You had to get out. I mean, that's how I learned, how to play football was during that game. But I would say a big game though was we played basketball. We had a little
Mm,
8-foot goals, and most of us could get up there and dunk. So we would play basketball.
mm,
Little
mm.
3-on-3 action.
Dude,
Coming in from recess all sweaty.
nothing better than a pickup game of basketball. I love
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
What are some other ones? Like, obviously,
Foursquare.
yeah, tag.
Yeah, tag.
Tag was a good one in
Foursquare.
elementary school.
We would also, because our age group was the Monday Night Wars. So sometimes we would use the playground as like a top rope, and we would wrestle. Like we would
Mm,
like jump off, and like somebody would catch somebody in the rock bottom or try to RKO somebody, or we would wrestle in our playground.
Raw is war. That was the
Yes.
golden age of wrestling, dude. Oh my gosh. All right, so
I'll tell you my favorite
kickball.
PE game though.
What?
badminton.
Really?
Yeah, I'm badminton. I'm Seneca High School badminton champion.
Mm.
Mom
After
was
all these
mom
years,
was mom was intramural badminton champion
still.
in South Carolina. So we used to have wars.
It's in the
'Cause
genes, dude.
well, she actually played tennis at South Carolina. And
Ugh.
I could never play tennis with her because she would just have me running back and forth, and that wasn't fun for me. So I would get discouraged. And I don't want to play. But badminton, I was able to get to everything. So we would have wars when we'd go to the high school and play.
Mm.
Dad would let us in the gym. We'd play.
That's the thing about those racket sports, dude. If you play somebody who knows what they're doing, it doesn't matter how athletic you are. They will. When I played racquetball in college, by the way, App State champion in racquetball. I played the professor one time, and he literally stood in like one place and ran me all over the court.
Yeah.
And I dominated everybody in that class, and then I played him, and he ran me all over the place because he just knew where to hit it.
Yeah.
Like he just bloop, put it right where like the most inconvenient spot where the ball would bounce, and I'd be in like a pickle, and then I'd hit it as hard as I could, and he just stepped to the right, bloop. Like, hey, I got something for racket sports later. You just wait.
All
You
right.
just wait. Um, oh, Butch P's back. Wonder what he did. We'll get him in here. See if we can get him to
Push.
get an answer.
Yes.
We're water cooler debate. What's goat recess game?
Kickball.
AK said. That's what AK
Already
said.
said it.
How many kids did y'all have to play kickball? We could never field enough people.
Like we went to the
Dude,
same elementary school.
Yeah, we had a big kickball tournament, didn't we? Like in like
Told
fourth
you,
or fifth
dude.
grade or something. Yeah, it was
It's
a big
like, what?
deal.
How big was your school? I was like, I don't know. I just remember playing kickball a lot.
Y'all did have y'all went to a county school though, so that was different.
You got any other?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, what about gotcha?
Oh,
What's gotcha?
yes.
When you
That's
had two basketballs and the first person took a shot, the second, if you made it, you got the ball and handed it to the next person. But if you missed it, you had to finish. And the guy
Knockout?
behind,
knockout. I was gonna say there's another.
Well, yeah, there's another term. I knew there was another term I couldn't think of, but yeah, we called it gotcha or knockout. Yes,
That was a good game.
yeah,
we went Dave Chappelle with
that
it.
was
Yeah.
that
I'm guessing we should put
yeah.
knockout on. I'm guessing we got you. I'm guessing we should put knockout on the voting. Maybe.
Yeah, we can.
Just
I guess
do both.
I could do both. I could
Oh,
hyphenate that thing like Smith Schuster football. Okay. Hey, good thing you got in here for that. Okay, we got to hit the music, and then we've got to talk about that Monday night game. So let's hit our theme music.
Football, you're so cool.
And on our show, you're gonna rule. Football, we love you. Wow. Yes, that's Dylon on tickling the twine there, and then all of us are on the vocals. That's an original. It's an absolute original. Okay, this is the football segment. We review the games. We talk about DraftKings. We talk about lineups. We talk about players. We talk about games that we like. We do a little news. We got it all in here. So we're going to start with the Monday Night Football game that just happened. Chargers beat the Jets 27-6. The over-under was 39.5, and the Chargers were favored by 3.5. And for multiple reasons, the CJ Uzama drop touchdown hurt a lot of people. primarily me. I'm going to say that again, primarily me, because it probably cost me a showdown win in DraftKings, which then allowed Conklin to be in the optimal lineup.
Not only a showdown win, but you didn't enter it. But if you would have, a milli win.
Ugh.
Because we
Was
did.
that the same lineup that won the?
Yeah. Then we figured it out. Because you're like, if he would have caught that, I would have had such and such points. And Butch was like, dude, only 92 points won the milli. And you would have
No,
had over 100.
I think that was a glitch, but I think that was the optimal lineup with Conklin and Keenan Allen and Dicker and the Chargers D and Garrett Wilson and Eckler. That ended up being like 114 point something.
Yeah, 114.8.
Oh my god!
What'd you have?
Maybe it was man, it was shoot, it was like 106 or something, somewhere
But
along those lines.
but if he would have
Sweet
scored,
Moses, dude, are you kidding
if he
me?
would have scored, that number would have been
What?
like what 111, and then you would
Yeah,
have
102.3 is what I finished with, and if he catches that pass, I score one. Yeah, it would have been like 111, which the touchdown folks would have taken away points from the captain, which was the
Chargers.
Chargers D, and from Conklin. So it would have taken away 5 points, which would have dropped that lineup to like 110. Maybe it's a good thing you didn't catch that, because if I would have had the top score and didn't enter it into the millie, that would have been devastating. That would have been devastating. I think it's better that I didn't even win the money that I would have won, knowing that I would have won like $500,000. Anyways, enough of that. Enough of reliving that painful Monday night from a DraftKings. No quarterbacks, a 4-2 stack on the Chargers. Chargers D was optimal captain. Gosh, Moses. Let's as I collect myself here off of a puddle on the floor. Oh, man, that would have been hard to explain to my wife. Hey, I won a showdown, but it would have won me 500. She would have been so mad. Oh man, that's painful. Let's talk about the game. Who rode the first point there?
Me. Both teams are pretenders. Chargers are always a pretender. Everybody thought the Jets were going to be great. Their defense good. They'll probably beat the Bills next week, but they're just pretenders. I don't know how Zach Wilson is so bad. Like,
I mean, the offensive line is horrendous. Awful.
I don't know how he hasn't gotten any better, I guess is a better way to phrase it.
I don't know. I heard a theory that Aaron Rodgers doesn't want them to play anybody or him to really get that much better, because then it would be like a QB controversy if he came back. And right now it's all about him throwing before the game, and everything's about him and how incredible he is and how he'll be back in a few weeks and whatever. That was a big loss for the Bills, though, because now the Bills are in Seoul.
That was a big win for the Bills.
Big loss for the Jets was a win for the
helped
Bills.
the Bills. Yeah.
Yes, there you go. So we had Arnold Schwarzenegger feeding a donkey, apparently on the Manning cast.
Arnold.
Didn't even Arnold. They're getting wild over there, dude. But yeah, 0 passing touchdowns. From a DraftKings perspective, this was just a disgusting game. Awful.
I know, especially when you captain Everett.
Yep. I think he had one catch.
Yep, that
and
one
ran
hurt.
over like 4 guys. and then they never targeted him again the rest of the game. But the Chargers D was the story of the game because they had 8 sacks. They had 3 fumble recoveries. Did they have 1 or 2 touchdowns?
Punt return touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they had another defensive touchdown.
Khalil Mack's
I mean,
a beast.
Yeah, Bosa was every. I mean, the Chargers D just destroyed the Jets offensive line.
Look, the law came in and set them straight.
All the law.
All the law.
Call the law. Somebody must have.
Oh man.
They've been playing better ever since.
I don't know. What do you do if you're the I mean, is the Jets season over? What do you think?
No. Dude, have you seen the AFC?
Yeah, dude.
Things up.
AFC. I mean, they only have 4 losses.
Yeah. I mean, everybody is teetering around 500
Mm.
except for the Patriots. So basically say they're
And the
done.
Broncos.
2-7.
No. The
Bronco.
the Broncos are what, 3-5?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Broncos are still I mean, they're on the outside cusp, but you know, there's still some hope there. String some wins together and see where you're at. But I mean, it's going to be exciting next few weeks. You know, all these games are must win for AFC teams, making a push. Which
Can't lose.
Every game really is, but
So from StatMuse, the Jets have allowed the 3rd most sacks in the league. 32. The Giants have allowed 49. And the Commanders have allowed 44.
But I guess my question is, I mean, I'm sure it is offensive line, but how much of that is Zach Wilson holding on to the ball too long?
Yeah. I think all 3 of those teams, Sam Howell, Zach Wilson, Danny Dimes, and Tommy DeVito, like, are they just holding on to the ball?
Tyrod.
I don't know. The Jets have played some stellar defenses too.
True.
Yeah, I mean, the Bills are getting after him. That's why Aaron Rodgers got hurt.
The Lions have allowed the least amount of sacks. So the Patriots are down there too. How about that?
Let's get rolling.
Anyways, yeah. Sorry. Going down a wormhole there. But yeah, the Jets, I mean, they're not dead. It wasn't really a dead or alive game. So they play this weekend?
Yeah.
Are they on bye? No. They do. No, they're in
play.
prime time again. They're playing the Raiders.
Oh, jeez.
They're playing the Raiders on Sunday night. Yeah. Oh no. Where's the it's the Jets and the Raiders on Sunday night. Oh,
I did see a
man.
meme about that. It said,
Wow. Wish I didn't see that. Okay.
I
Anyways.
saw a meme about that game. It said, boys, go ahead and tell your wives you can have a movie night on Sunday night to make her feel special. Because it's going to be such a bad game.
We're going to, unless you play DraftKings, we're going to skip football tonight. All right. Some quick news points around the league. Java, I think you wrote down these first couple.
Kyler Murray's starting this week.
Somebody did.
So think about that when you're playing. No, not playing him. He's a do not play guy for me.
The Falcons, though. Really?
Maybe a little tempting. No, I don't.
Did I persuade you?
But Levis starting the rest of the year.
Ooh. Tannehill
Tannehill
era
comes
done.
back. Levis, which I like. Levis is going to sling it. So,
dude,
Levis
get him
for cheap.
He has an absolute cannon.
Yeah,
and such an awkward release, and then it's like 40 yards down the field.
Also heard rumors that he got back with his girlfriend.
Oh no!
After
from the draft.
Yeah, after she allegedly got with somebody else who was also famous. But anyway,
What do you
allegedly, I
think? Do you
don't
think she just came back because he's a starting quarterback now?
probably.
We have to
I
dig
don't
into
know.
that. We got to figure it out.
But the saddest news, the worst news of the week is we're halfway through the NFL season already.
Mm,
Week
mm,
10,
that is sad.
18 weeks.
Hey,
So week 9 was
we're just
halfway.
hitting our stride though.
I
We're
know.
just hitting our stride with
Hey,
DraftKings
we're
though.
peaking at the right moment.
Hey, we're the Bengals. We suck in September and October,
Yeah.
but come late in the season,
Turning it on. Turning it
yes.
up.
Hey, there's a G-string gate. Did y'all see that?
Yeah. I did.
Apparently, some dude on the sidelines for the Eagles got knocked over on the sidelines, and when he stood up, his shirt lifted up, and when he stood up, it looked like he was wearing a G-string on his. But I guess it turned out to be fraud. Apparently he wasn't wearing a G-string. I don't know. I don't know.
It looked suspicious.
It looked very suspicious, dude. Hey, we've all been in middle school and high school, and we peaked. Anyways, and I just wanted to bring this. You know where I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Family show. The I just wanted to bring this up for Butch. The top 4 receiving yards last week from week 9 were all former Cowboys.
Oh no.
CeeDee Lamb, Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, and who was the other one? Amari Cooper. They had all 4 of those guys on their team at one point.
Well,
We
CeeDee Lamb's
still
still on
currently, yeah.
So the question is, do the Cowboys know what they're doing at receiver? Apparently not.
Apparently, we do.
No, you don't. Because
We're the gateway to the other teams.
oh, you're good luck Chucks.
We're developing.
Good luck Chuck down the field.
It's like
Hey,
how
they did.
the Indians used to be in the MLB. The Indians were like the major league farm team. They had Manny Ramirez, Pedro, all those guys.
Didn't Sandy Alomar play for them?
Yeah, and Roberto,
Nice.
Kenny Lofton.
Yes, Kenny Lofton, and the Pirates were the NL version of that.
David
Dallas
Justice?
did sign.
Did he play
Dallas
for them?
did sign Martavis Bryant. Did you see that?
That guy hasn't played since 2018.
He was terrible in the XFL too. Butch,
What?
did you see that? They signed
No.
Martavis Bryant.
Wow. Ugh.
They got Brandon Cooks. They don't even throw him the ball.
The theory is that they're small at the wide receiver position and he's big and he's going to help their red zone offense because their red zone offense is atrocious.
Yeah, well, when Dak steps out
We
of
also had
bounds, it's like
Carson
3
Wentz
yards.
go to the Rams. Wentz to the Rams, so we can go ahead and do the Los Angeles.
Ooh.
You like that?
I saw a stat that was
And then the nickname for Josh. Go ahead.
I saw a stat that was kind of hurtful. Now, did not include rushing attempts and yards and touchdowns, but Josh Allen and Carson Wentz have the same passing stats. Similar passing stats through the same amount of games. And
No.
JA is considered one of the top 5 QB in the league, and Wentz is pretty much out.
The Bills should have signed him as their backup.
Hey.
2 Bills Drive. Where's Tex?
Yeah, where's the?
Did you see Josh Dobbs' new nickname?
No.
The Pastronaut.
I saw some dude was shaving his eyebrows to be like him.
Yes. And then the last thing is Jason Kelce has been nominated or is a finalist for the Sexiest Man Alive by People magazine. Not Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce. Thoughts?
Travis Kelce is a lot better looking than his brother.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going with on that one, but hey, shout out to the big boys. Shout out to Big
Hey.
Skill.
Go Hogs.
Okay. Hey, that's right, dude. Thursday night football. We have got Chicago hosting the Panthers. The over-under is 39. Chicago is favored by 4. Some injuries. Fields is doubtful to play. DJ Chark is doubtful to play. Khalil Herbert is likely to play, but he's questionable. The running back for the Bears. So
I saw that. I was looking at
without
playing
further ado,
our boy from App, but
we're
when
going
I
to put
saw
up the
Herbert was
primetime
probably
man
gonna
dime
play.
hot guy.
Evans.
Oh,
Yeah.
Darrington Evans.
Did you get it going?
All right, here we go. Yeah, primetime man dime hot guys. Here they are. Overall feel for the game, Butch P. What do you think about this game? Chicago, Carolina. Initial thought.
I hope somebody scores a point.
These are two of the teams that get sacked the most. So we've got Tyler Bagent versus Bryce Young. It's probably going to be chilly. So, and this is also, hey, is Carolina going to play extra hard to try to win the game so that Chicago's pick gets worse? Right?
Hey, it's a revenge game for a lot of Bears.
It is. You're right. You see that on the map there. So, J-Bye,
Yeah.
go ahead and give us your primetime man down hot guy for your showdown.
That's why I'm going with Foreman, running back for the Bears. He's been going off. He was great for the Panthers last year. Now he's with the Bears. Gonna
Mhm.
be a revenge game for him. Panthers can't stop the run to save their life. They have an okay pass defense. Can't stop the run to save their life. Revenge game. Dylon copied me like he does every week.
I was going to say this is 2 weeks in a row you two have had the same exact primetime man down hot
Check
guy
the
that
timestamp.
happened.
Mine's in first.
It always transpires as Dylon sends in his guys via text message, and it's always the same as J-Bots. Oh, Butch P. Who you got?
Dude, going with the counter revenge game, DJ Moore.
Mm. Revenging the revenge game.
That would be the same
Mhm.
revenge game.
There's a lot of revenge. I'm going with Cole Kmet, dude. What do we always say? Young quarterback's best friend is
Tooting.
the tight end. 18 targets his last 2 games. Cole Kmet.
Ooh. Dude,
And as is
he
tradition,
mossed that guy last week.
yes, absolutely mossed him. And now I'm second guessing it because I'm like, they're probably going to be focusing on Cole Kmet. So now, should I pivot to Eddie Pinheiro? No, I'm not going to
The
do it.
kicker?
Cole Kmet. Yes. Dinero Pinheiro. Yes. Tex via text message. He said Chicago's defense as the primetime man dime hot guy because Chicago is going to get sweaty with Montez Sweat. And we know what season it is, boys, right? sweaty season for your holidays.
Hey, he's back on the defenses.
I don't know what to make. Like I was looking down through the lineups or the available players. I'm like, good gosh, dude, this is atrocious. Because they kept giving Chuba all the work, and then Miles Sanders had a lot of work, and who knows what you're going to get out of Bryce Young. Who knows who's going to play at running back for the Bears? like if Khalil Herbert plays,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, that's your primetime man dime hot guys. So you're gonna hear from us. We'll put this up on Twitter for your showdown slates. And then you can roast us if we suck it up, or you'll hear from us again if we're completely right, like we were for the Bills game whenever we had almost every single one of them in the optimal lineup.
You're
So
welcome.
credit to us prematurely, but also don't blame us if they stink. Yes. All right, moving on to the main slate. This is where we played the game last week. Let's make a GIF or a meme for each one of these games. There it goes. So we've got on the screen the line, Philadelphia and the Rams on bye, and there are 10 games for the Sunday main slate. We also have a Sunday morning football game. So there you go, Colts Patriots. Congratulations, Germany. That's the one you got. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to go through all these. We're just going to do a meme or a GIF for the game. Colts, Patriots. What's an appropriate meme or GIF?
It's in
I'm going to
Germany.
go, yes, David Hasselhoff,
Ooh.
Baywatch, running down the beach because Mac Jones has a body like David Hasselhoff.
What?
60-year-old David Hasselhoff.
I was gonna say, not Baywatch, David Hasselhoff.
Yes. Remake
Hmm.
Baywatch, David Hasselhoff.
A
Okay.
little weird.
Next up, Titans, Bucks. What's the appropriate GIF or meme? Let's see. We got Baker versus Levis. We've got the Bucks. We've got pirate ships. We've got, what about,
A levee dam breaking and taking
yes,
the Buccaneer ship away.
or meme the guy who's Will Levis's head looking back at his old girlfriend, who's now his new girlfriend, who he's holding the hands of. Full circle. Ravens hosting the Browns. This is AFC North football. So this one is the Game of Thrones Winter is Coming meme.
I
GIF.
think it should be Deshaun giving Lamar a massage.
A massage.
Ooh, a petty.
I
A petty.
get
Allegedly.
us canceled. Oh. All right. Saints at the Vikings. Okay. These are two dome teams. So insert the what's that Biodome guy GIF. Yes. Or you could do a spaceship. Steven Tyler.
Or the ocular from Las Vegas to say we're watching you.
The big eyeball. Okay. Texans and the Bengals. It's a big AFC matchup. So we've got two former Ohio State quarterbacks going at it. So Urban
what?
Meyer. Yeah, dude. Joey B
Bourbon.
was Ohio State. This is
Yeah,
yes.
that's
This is the Frosted Flakes, Tony the Tiger. They're great because both these quarterbacks are playing the best in the league right now. Okay, Niners, Jags. I don't know if I want to let you guys handle that. Purdy and Lawrence. This is
just pretty
the
much a big dump right here. Like where you take your
Jeff
trash.
Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park when he's sticking his hands in the Triceratops poop.
Oh, golly.
Dude, speaking of that, go ahead and put that one for the next one for the Packers and the Steelers, too.
God.
I need to put the gifs and the memes right beside this and tweet them out. Falcons and Cardinals. Another bird matchup. This is Kyler Murray, Call of Duty, because I think Call of Duty releases this week too. So
no.
yes.
What?
Do not play. Yes. Do not play do not play Kyler Murray.
How timely.
So squad up, boys. Meme. Lions, Chargers. This is because Justin Herbert's finger's broken. Do the White Goodman gif where he's riding off on the motorcycle. When he flips off, what's his face? Commanders and Seahawks. Nobody, let's see. This is just write a note to Gino. This is to insert a gif that's writing a note.
He's not going to write back.
Blank note. Giants, Cowboys. Holy moly, they're favored by 16.
Dude, the Giants are terrible.
Yeah.
Well, they won 40-0, I think.
Oh yeah, that was the Sunday night game in the rain.
And the Giants are worse off now than they were then.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, trap game. Do the Star Wars guy. It's a trap.
No.
All right. That's game time, gift time right there. All right, let's talk about some of the games we like. J-Vi, go ahead.
So, speaking of Gino getting written a note, I'm picking Seattle versus Washington. Seattle favored by 6. Sam Howell's been on fire. He might get sacked the most in the league. But that dude throws the ball, and he's got receivers that catch the ball. He has been on fire. The Seahawks, on the other hand, are looking to rebound after last week because they got the brakes beat off of them by the Ravens. Playing at home.
Yes.
We wrote to Gino. He didn't write back. Expect him to come out slinging it. And with this game, little tease here, there's some good cheap options at receiver that's going to be able to let you play some big time heavy hitters too.
Let's go, dude. This is an ugly slate. There's no games over 50 again. So it's going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, what's the game going to be? That's the Houston and Tampa Bay game from last week. So we're talking about the 10-game slate. We've picked out a few games for you here for DraftKings and fantasy football purposes where you can expect points. Butch P, go ahead, dude.
All right, I'm going to go with the San Francisco traveling to Jacksonville. Niners are coming back. Purdy is on a streak. They're going for 4 right here against Jacksonville. After a bye week, dude, Trevor Lawrence is going to dice you up. They have too many threats. You can't defend the pass. Hello, Christian Kirk.
I was
Hello,
going to
Calvin
say,
Ridley.
you know what the
Dude.
Niners struggle at? Slot
Man,
receivers. Who's the Jaguars' best receiver? Slot receiver.
dude, Evan Ingram's going to dice you up. ETNA out of the backfield. Agnew. I mean, this is your game right here. You're looking for the repeat from last week. Houston, Jacksonville is going to be your game.
Are you playing? So are you saying that the Niners are going to score a lot of points? Or are you just saying play dudes from Jacksonville?
Dude, you hear what you want to hear.
I think
What
Jacksonville.
I heard was
Jacksonville.
I think that their offenses are like mirror images of each other when they're all healthy. Jacksonville likes to use ETN out of the backfield, same as McCaffrey. They got Ridley, who doesn't do stuff like Debo does, but he can be a dominant receiver like Debo. They got Ayuk and Kurt. Their tight ends are use them the same. I think they're like mirror images of each other.
And honestly, I mean, you look at the over under.
I think that's fair.
46.5.
I
mean,
think
they're looking at this thing to go back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, basically what I heard was that this is a Super Bowl preview. Both teams are coming off the bye. Debo is back, by the way. So
that means Ayuk's going to get freed
the Niners are going to be fully loaded. Chase Young's going to be in the mix. And what I heard, I heard that this is a Super Bowl preview. So thank you for that. Tennessee, Tampa Bay, over under 38. Tampa Bay favored by 1, so they don't know who's going to win this game. We just saw it, dude. Rookie QB torched Tampa Bay. Levis can sling it. They have Hopkins. They have Chig. They have Kyle Phillips.
They do not have Chig.
I don't think Burks is playing.
I mean, they have Chig, but they do not. Hey, let's play Chig.
The way you beat Tampa Bay is through the air, and the same thing with Tennessee. The way you beat them is you throw them. I think this is going back and forth. Tampa Bay is going to be again involved in another throw it back and forth, throw it all over the yard. I'm just telling you.
And they're just not suited for that.
And then Tex gave you Cincinnati, Houston. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that way with Tampa Bay and Houston.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Levis can. I think you'll see here in a bit. And then Texas, Cincinnati, Houston. He said revenge game for Burrow over former Ohio State quarterback alum. This game right here. There's 2 games everybody's gonna be looking at.
I think
Chargers
Cincy's
and
D.
Lions.
I think Cincy's D is better.
Those are
than
the 2 juiciest.
What Houston's played.
There you go. There's the games we like. Now let's talk about some of the guys we like, specifically for. Oh, I agree. Their pass rush is no joke. They can get after the quarterback. Here's the guys for your Sunday slate. How would you like to kick it off?
I'll go first. Piggybacking off of my game of the week, I'm going my number 1 guy, 5K, Dotson from the Commanders. He's averaging 8 targets a game in his last 3 games. Been taking advantage of the matchups with Terry and the other receivers. He's just been that guy. So I'm looking with the Seahawks being terrible in the secondary. I'm looking at him going off. To counter that,
taking average of matchups, not advantage.
well, I abbreviated. To counter that, I'm going Smith Najibba. I think he's finally figured it out in the NFL. He's averaging 6 targets a game in his last 3. Geno's kind of coming off DK a little bit. And the Commanders give it up through the air. So these are 2 low cheap options at receiver that get a lot of targets for number 3 wide receivers. I mean, they get more targets than Gabe Davis does, and he's number 2 for the Bills. But my last one is a total dart throw, and it fully depends on if Drake London plays or not. But Kadarrell Hodge for the Falcons. Heineke loves him.
Yes.
They threw together when they're both backups, so they practice together. They feel comfortable with each other. Hodge had like 6 targets last week. London didn't play. So Heineke loves him. So if London doesn't play, look at this guy for a dart throw at 3,400.
Yes, dude. I love that. That's some deep diving right there. I love how you came up with that.
Yeah, that was a deep dive.
Hey, these wide receivers, folks. Tune into that. Okay, quarterbacks. I gave you 3 this week. Jared Goff. Good and great quarterbacks. I hope you heard that, J-Vi. Torch the Chargers defense. This is a game where Jared Goff could go off.
Did the Chargers have the most sacks in the league?
The quarterback stuff.
No,
I don't know.
the Ravens.
But the Lions give up,
I would guess.
the Lions give up the fewest sacks. The Lions give up the fewest.
I know, that's why I was asking.
So you're saying the battle in the trenches.
Yeah. I know. I looked at Reynolds this week at receiver because he's been down lately. He was pretty cheap though.
I like Goff. 64. The quarterbacks are weird. There's Lamar at 8,000, and then everybody else is like 6,900 and below. And then we've got Trevor Lawrence, 6,000, because the last 2 quarterbacks against the Niners had their best games of the season. That was Kirk Cousins, and that was Joe Burrow. So the Niners have been a springboard defense for quarterbacks to get onto their hot starts. I'm well aware. And then Will Levis, baby. C.J. Stroud just torched Tampa Bay's pass defense. So I think DeAndre Hopkins and Levis can do the same.
Josh Allen did too.
5,300. You can build some nice lineups with that. All right, Butch P, go.
All right, running back right here, $6,000 from Atlanta. Their first round draft pick, Bijan Robinson. Forget who's Atlanta playing?
The Cardinals.
Yeah, that's why. The Cardinals. Yeah, awful. So and it's a good opportunity for Bijan to really get featured in this game, even Algier behind him. You know, Cardinals have been giving it up. So I like that to be a solid game for them.
And he's been dropping in price rapidly. It wasn't that long ago. He was over 7,000.
Well, he started the season 8,000. Hadn't even carried a ball yet. So
wow. He has 1 carry inside the 5.
Ooh.
That's ugly. All right, Dylon gave you Hawkinson and Laporta. So Dylon's paying up a tight end. He said Hawkinson's got a risky rib injury, but the Pastronaut will dump it off quick. And then Laporta at 5,700 because Conklin just torched the Chargers defense for double-digit points. So there you go, little Dylon and I on the same page there. And then Tex gave you Cincinnati's defense at 2,800, Arizona's at 2,500, 2,400, Jacksonville. So for Cincy, prior to this last game, Houston hasn't scored over 20 points 3 out of the last 4 games. So people are thinking Cincy's defense is going to – I mean, they're priced at 2,800. I don't understand that. Cincy's
because Houston just scored 40 points last game.
Have you seen Houston and C.J. Stroud before last week? Like he had a string of like 12 to 15 points as a quarterback, like 3 or 4 games in a row. Like he blew up one game, so that's Cincy at 2,800 is nice.
Week to week league, dude. Week to week league.
Hey, take advantage of it. Let's go. Arizona, it's the Falcons. They're at 2,500. We think Heineke and company are going to come in there and torch them. I don't know about that. Yeah, the Cardinals stink, but and then Jacksonville, the Niners haven't scored over 17 points in three straight games.
Facts.
Twice on the road.
Whoa. All the way across country too.
You know Tex was going to throw the Jags in. Yep.
Yeah, he's a Jag. He's a Jags
Any thoughts
guy.
on any of those?
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love the Jags play.
Butch,
Love
any
the
thoughts on
T-Law
those?
play.
I almost did Purdy. I wanted to put Purdy in there, but I knew you guys would let me do that. Anything else on that, Butch?
That would if you put Purdy in there, and he didn't get Fire Flames, that would have counted to your receivers in the showdown getting 0 points.
I'm still gonna play him, dude. I'm gonna play him. Hey, I'm excited about tomorrow night. Maybe this is the one we get Thursday night. Come on.
Come on.
Butch P, anything else on those defenses or any of those other players?
Nope.
Okay. You can see who we gave you there last week. Sunday Night Football, we got the Jets at the Raiders. Somehow, the Jets are favored by 1.5, and the over-under is 36. Absolute gobbledygook. No chance in Hades the Jets are going to win that game. Initial thoughts on this game, J-Vi. Who you leaning to?
There's no chance I'm watching this game. No, I'll follow my DraftKings Showdown. There's no chance I'm watching this game.
By the way, I love how Butch P, whenever he was in his Showdown win, told us, he goes, I was glued to the game cast. Like he wasn't even watching the game anymore. Oh, man. Said I was glued. Butch P, thoughts on this game?
Also, we'll be having movie night with the wife.
I'm going to watch it. We have the double TV set up in the living room, so I'll have that on and something else. I'll have the volume off, though. I don't know. I mean, got to play Breece Hall, obviously, or Garrett Wilson is the only person you can play on the Jets offense. That's it. So, anyways, there you go. So, hey, we got our theme music ready? Because we got college football and how dare yous to get to before this thing wraps up.
Yeah, dude. Let me find it.
How dare you theme music. Here we go.
Oh, wait. Wait. I was about to drop our music, not our.
How dare you! How
clip.
dare
Our
you!
real theme music.
How dare me! How dare you! How dare you!
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
Oh, he's muted again.
There it goes. There it goes. No, like my videos and music are delayed sometimes behind your guys'. I don't know why. This segment's brought to you by Really Neat Outfitters. Promo code GO. Spend $60, get free shipping, 10% off your order at checkout. I Really Neat Outfitters. Our passions, our families, salt here and smiles. Coast of Blair, Carolina roots make our designs as original as every single game we're about to talk about in version. Okay. We got to talk about our college football playoff picture. So I'm going to put that up real quick right here. We're going to reveal our top 4, and then we're going to talk about the games. Here we go. Here it is, folks. The adjusted top 4 college football. Oh, what happened?
I tried to add it. Did you add it too?
Oh, yeah, there we go. I think we clicked it at the same time. There it is. Top 4 thoughts.
I think I didn't get involved in this. I think it's terrible. Michigan's combined opponent's record is like 2-50. They ain't played nobody, Paul. And you can't tell me that who they're playing this week is like established. Like Penn State hadn't played nobody. The only team they played, they got beat by. And then next week they're back to playing another team with a losing record. Michigan has played absolutely nobody.
Dude, you're not taking into consideration game control. You're only looking at strength of schedule, dude.
Dude,
Not seeing the college football playoff committee's formula.
we could take those guys that you played kickball with at recess and make a football team and have game control against the teams that Michigan has played.
Dude, I'm just
I don't know,
look, dude.
Jim.
You have to consider the last 10 years, too. You have to consider the last 10 years too, dude. This is an antiquated formula that's
I'm gonna stop you
very
right there.
diverse.
I'm gonna stop
And
you
they
right there. All year
Yeah.
long, we've
Yep.
said. All year long,
Nope.
we've said what you've done in the past doesn't matter. Hey, I'm not arguing for Georgia to be up there, although Georgia is the only team that is playing ranked opponents at this moment. 3
Hey,
straight
don't-
weeks
That's
and
'cause
next week.
I got
Stop living in the past.
gosh.
That's the past.
Of course they're playing
Michigan.
ranked opponents because they always rank them up there. They do that on we got a Twitter. Y'all didn't know this. We got in a Twitter debate with somebody.
Look, the same people that rank the opponents that Michigan or that Georgia's playing could rank the people that Michigan's playing, but Michigan's opponents aren't capable of winning games to even get a chance to be ranked.
Baloney, because they keep trying to rank LSU and they keep trying to rank all, with 3 losses, they just keep propping them up there. Like, stop it. Like, I got called a conspiracy theorist on Twitter. I was like, "Oh, if there's only a way to quantify a strength of schedule." I'm like, "Dude, you're drinking the Kool-Aid, man." Like, they control the rankings. They do all that because they don't want a clear-cut way into the playoff. They don't want that because then all their stats are garbage. Every other sport, win your conference, your division, you're in. They, for whatever reason, they don't want that in college football. I don't get it.
That's what they're going to.
I don't understand that.
Honestly, the conferences, it's a game of chess, not checkers, because that I'm with you. It's all baloney to begin with. But the college football playoff was going to that. They were going to the Power 5 conferences, get automatic bid to the playoffs. The highest ranked group of 5 conference gets automatic bid to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then 6 at large. But guess what? They might not be going to that anymore because the conferences decided to disband and make new conferences, and the Pac-12 is not even a conference anymore. So
yes.
now they have to reestablish this whole new thing because the conferences don't want that, because then they won't get their teams in. Like,
follow the dominoes, dude. They want that because then they have then they have total control. Okay, we're expanding the playoff. Great. Everybody's excited. Okay, we think these conferences, we're going to allow them to move conferences. Wait a minute. Why would they do that? Oh, conference championships being auto bids are now, we can't do that. It's like,
it's the same thing with politics.
It's
hey,
a side show.
I'm gonna do this, and this is what's gonna happen, and then it goes to Congress and it doesn't get approved.
Dude, eventually we're going to just see the SEC
just
separate from the NCAA.
They
I
get like the
They
timing
get
is
the four.
hilarious, and people don't
They get
see
the
it. It's
four
like
teams. They need about 4 to 6 more teams, I'd say, and this thing is going to happen.
but the
but
thing is,
like,
like, you don't think the
what's the benefit of
Michigan
that?
timing of like, oh, what? I mean, Michigan timing right as soon as the college football playoff comes out. Huh. That's interesting. Wouldn't you say? I don't it's infuriating to me because like people are like they've convinced people that don't know the game like that aren't they I'm trying to be gentle when I say this. It's like every other sport has this set up without flaws. And yet this is the only sport that refuses. And when it comes to the table, they find a way to throw it all away because they want to control the conferences now. Like, don't people see that? Like, you have to be joking if you don't think it was hilarious that, oh, we're expanding the playoff. And immediately after that, boom, Oklahoma, Texas leave, Oregon, USC leave. Like, as soon as it was set to expand. And the whole reason I wanted to is like, if you give the teams the opportunity at a conference championship getting in, then you will get random teams getting in, and it will then disperse. But they don't want that, anyways. We could talk a whole hour about that. Anyways, all right. So that's the college. You could see Texas in the fine print there. They're the first team out. Texas, so they're 7th, right in line. Hey, we're not far off here from the regular CFP, are we here?
Yeah, because you went haywire and put Michigan at number 1.
That was the committee, dude. It wasn't me. That was the committee. All right. Week 11, ironclad lock games that will deliver. Don't sleep on them games first. J-Vi.
My don't sleep on them game is Friday night game, so just set your clocks. Wyoming at UNLV. UNLV is quietly putting together a 7-2 season right now. They've been humming. They've been humming. And Wyoming, hey, they play better teams than Michigan, I'll tell you that. But Wyoming has played everybody close. But I did hear,
Including Texas.
I saw this, and I did hear that Michigan has sent the spy via the sphere to spy on UNLV. They had the eyes on UNLV's practice the other day with the spear.
What?
The spear in Vegas had the eyes were on UNLV's practice.
Yes.
So
yes.
Don't sleep on it. Wyoming
Dude,
at UNLV
now is UNLV is up for the Mountain West Championship now because Air Force lost.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, no, Air Force lost to Army. Never mind, but they still have a shot. My don't sleep on them game is Rutgers at Iowa. Iowa is leading the division, whatever division, the West maybe, for the Big Ten. So don't sleep on Rutgers coming in there, beating Iowa, who's now ranked somehow. And Iowa's got to be playing Ohio State or Michigan soon. That's the only reason they're ranked. So
yeah,
you see, read the tea leaves here, folks. Rutgers beats Iowa. That drops Iowa to their 3rd loss in the Big Ten. That brings back into somehow Nebraska or Wisconsin to play for the Big Ten title against Michigan or Ohio State. Or Penn State, I guess. Whatever. So don't sleep on Rutgers, dude. Don't sleep on that game. And Tex gave us USC and Oregon because he thinks this is going to be USC's Caleb Williams post-emotional game presser beating Oregon and allowing Texas to climb even higher into the rankings.
No chance.
All right.
no.
No way, dude. There's no way. J-Vi, what's your game with that dog?
My game with that dog in it is App State versus Georgia State. Two guys that head coaches that played on the same football team at App State going head to head. And if App State wins out and Coastal loses one game and they have to play JMU, if App State wins out, they're playing in the conference championship. Season's still alive, boys. Season's still alive.
Yep.
But shout out to Coach Elliott. He had his media day interviews, and somebody asked him about being an App State guy, and Charlie Cobb, who was the athletic director when we went to App, he's at Georgia State now, being an App State guy. And Coach Elliott stopped the reporter right there and said, Charlie's not an App State guy. He worked at App State, but he didn't graduate from App State. So he's not an App State guy. I'm an App State guy. I graduated from there.
Hey, it's a brotherhood, dude. That's why
Shout
people
out.
love it.
Shout out, Elliott.
My game with that dog in it is South Dakota State at Youngstown State. Youngstown
Ooh.
State 6-3. The Penguins, their stadium, this is the whole reason. Their stadium Phil the Ice Castle.
Yes.
What an awesome name for a stadium.
We keep
Phil the
putting
Ice
South-
Castle,
we
dude.
keep
Facing
putting
the number
South
one team in the
Dakota-
country.
We keep putting South Dakota State in there, and they've been waxing people. So hopefully you're right here. Youngstown State shows up to play. We played them one year because they're the Penguins.
We did. Yep, they have sick helmets too. And then Texas game with that dog in it was Florida and LSU. I don't know why, but he said Florida and LSU. Playoff model jump, J-Vi.
Playoff model jump this week. I'm going Utah at Washington. Tough matchup. Washington's played a lot of tough teams recently. They're playing their string of ranked opponents right now. And I think they got to keep winning these games to have a shot to actually get in the real college football playoff, because they're being left out right now.
Which is the shame of the century is that Oregon and Washington are two of the best teams in the country, and they're trying to chase down all these other teams that are in there every year. It's annoying. I hate it. My playoff model jump, UGA taking on Ole Miss. See if UGA can finally get their emblem up on our Final Four. That's all that's about.
Wasn't UGA 5 last week?
Put Texas and TCU.
Wait, wasn't UGA 5 last
down
week?
Into the playing game.
How'd they drop down the playoff game by beating a ranked opponent?
Because they should have lost. We had phantom first downs happening out of nowhere. The refs gave them that game. So I could put UGA plus refs at 6, I guess. Tex playoff model jump again, centered around Texas. Texas at TCU. Coincidentally, that's my trap game. Texas at TCU. Ooh. Hey. That's all I'm going to do. What's that? The psycho frog?
I was in the Dallas airport past 2 days. Not a sign of Texas gear. Even one store had they had helmets up, and it was a Texas Tech helmet, an SMU helmet, a TCU helmet, and a Baylor helmet, and then a Dallas Cowboys helmet. No Texas helmet.
Wow. So it's in your face, Tex. I told you when I was in Texas, it was, two of us have been boots on the ground and not a lot of Texas gear there. What's your trap game?
My trap game, I'm going NFL. My trap game is Broncos versus the Bills.
Definite trap game.
Bills got a really tough 5-game stretch here. They got the Broncos, the Jets, the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. or their next 5 games.
Woo!
And
Woo!
everybody's just assuming that we're going to beat the Broncos. But I just worry that we're going to overlook them because rivalry game next week, revenge game next week. Broncos won 2 in a row, and they're coming off a bye. Trap game. Bills.
Trap game and revenge game.
Yes.
Revenge game for the weapon.
Yep.
Our inside source. Texas trap game. He said it last week or last episode. Miami at Florida State. The old rivalry game. Okay, Bush P. The floor is yours.
All right. By tradition, here we go. Don't sleep on them. Penn State at the ain't played nobody, Paul. Michigan Wolverines. I'm going to go ahead and give that the game that's got the cat in it. That lion's coming for the Wolverine. That's king of the jungle right there, baby. So Penn State is going to knock off your Michigan Wolverines at the big
Woo!
house. And that's going to be your biggest playoff model jump because Michigan is going to be dethroned from our ridiculous playoff bracket model and the other ridiculous playoff bracket model. And there you have it.
Is
That's
that why
your
we
big-
did that? Every
that's your
team we
big
put up there
game.
loses?
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
what Butch said. He goes, put them there because they're going to lose. Oh, man. Yes. Okay. So we had 4 ranked matchups. Great time slots. Good time slots. The 3:30 slots loaded. You have a good game at noon with Penn State, Michigan. Then you got great games all the way through the day. So going to be another great day. 7 undefeated teams. 5 Power Fives undefeated, 2 Group of Fives because Air Force lost. And there's rumors that Arch Manning is going to transfer. I read an article. I think it was conspiracy, but I'm just still going to count that as fact. Arch Manning transferring. You heard it here first. All right. How dare you?
My how dare you goes out to Pat McAfee. He's at it again, boys. He is at
Get him.
it again. This time, he has, and I air quote, created the red zone for college football. So on Saturday nights, he does a red zone-esque show on ESPN2. Does he do anything original? Anything? Name one thing he's
No.
done original, other than for the
No.
brand.
I don't even know if that was original.
Or was
It's
that
for
Rich
the-
Eisen?
That's for the boys. I don't know.
Because Rich Eisen was
But the
Punters
Bussin'
Matters
with the
too.
boys and Saturdays are for the boys. Like, I mean, it's a combination of he stole from like 3 different people and created his own thing. But
I mean,
yeah,
every they
you know
say
the BS thing about that whole thing
what?
is that there's commercials. There's no commercials in the red zone on NFL.
Oh, I didn't know there was commercials. Even worse, yeah. There's no. That's what's great about Red
Yep.
Zone.
So, okay. Here's my how dare you. How dare you, pickleball, sweeping the nation, one of the fastest growing sports. Prop up your number 1 player in the world, Ben Johns, I think is his name, who played in a celebrity pickleball tournament with John Isner. And guess who beat them?
Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler. And then he lost to Dirk Nowitzki. Scotty Scheffler beat Ben Johns, the number 1 pickleball player in the world. A dude. Now, granted, I mean, Scotty Scheffler's the number 1 golfer in the world, but you can't have a dude from another sport who doesn't ever really play pickleball come in there and beat the number 1 guy.
Yeah, it's
Who do you
bad.
play? Scheffler and Waters? Is that what?
Yeah,
right?
some I can't remember her name. It was something Waters, who's the number 1
had-
women's player.
Did they have DFS on this?
I don't
They're about
I don't
to.
know. We-
I want in. I want in.
um, but yeah. So how dare you pickleball? All right, Butch P, go.
Holy moly! We just got the. Shoo! That's gonna be awesome indoor facility. But how dare you? Okay. The wife likes to watch Dancing with the Stars. Okay.
Mhm.
So I've been watching it with her. And of course, I'm going to get into it. The top performer from last night, from the judges' score, got voted off because America gets to come in and vote for each individual. And I'm doing a how dare you because it's a popularity contest.
Sounds
What do
like
you
our
do?
real election.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Do we need an electoral state? Each state votes, and then the representative from their state comes up and casts the state's vote. Dancing with the Stars, electoral college style.
That's the only way to do
Yeah,
it.
how dare you?
Well, I just like one of your top performers just got voted off, and it was just like it was so obvious. I'm not taking away from the hard work that all the other people are doing, but it's a competition. The best people should move on in something like this
Oh,
for sure.
all right, Mister. Don't expand the playoff, college football playoff. What is this, pickleball or something?
You're welcome.
What kind of action they got on Dance with the Stars?
A lot.
Is that on DFS? Is that on track?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
it's coming.
oh.
Oh,
Yes. All right, that's your how dare yous. Okay. Other relevant sports news. I don't know who put that up there. We can run through.
I
Those quick.
did. Iowa versus Northwestern score last weekend, 10-7. Everybody knows Iowa doesn't put up points. The score of the game, 10-7. Well, they played that game at Wrigley Field. So the highest scoring games at Wrigley Field this year, there were 7 scores that beat the 10-7 score.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Cubs played in 7 games that were scored higher than 10-7.
Wow. All right, and then there was a conspiracy theory about the Super Bowl pictures, the logos, right?
Yeah. What was
2 years ago, it was the Rams versus the Bengals because the logo had orange and yellow in it. Last year, it was green and red, so the Eagles and the Chiefs played in it. And this year, it's red. It's red or like purple and or purple and like green or something. I don't know, or gold. So people are saying that it's purple and red. People are saying that it's going to be Ravens, Niners. So the logo script has leaked. The color determines who's going to be in the Super Bowl. So it's Ravens, Niners. Congratulations to us, the Niners, for making the
What
Super
if
Bowl.
it's Vikings Chiefs?
Could be, but that's not the photo I saw, so I don't care.
Those are purple and red.
Could be
Or-
Bills. Could be
Or
Bills, Vikings.
Bills color rush. Vikings.
Bills only make the Super Bowl if they have the color rush. Okay. Inter Squad Dad Kings Jamboree, Butch P 13, Javi 11, Dylon 8, Tex 7, me still stuck at 4. Butch P out to a commanding lead. Hey, a lot of ball. Hey, we're halfway. Plenty of time to catch up. Somebody's got to get hot here. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Anything else, boys?
That's it. See you on Sunday.
Hey, follow YouTube, follow us Rumble. Millie Goats, Twitter at Millie Goats. Instagram at the Millie Goats. Website, blog, milliegoats.godaddysites.com. www.reo.live. Go buy the big third down hat. Subscribe, rate, review. We'll see you Sunday.
Go Bills.
13-10.